Curtain Thieves. We're going to be playing for a little bit. Well, we started, myself and John went to music class in college together, and we were about 15, and we talked a little bit and decided we wanted to start a band, and asked a couple of other people if they wanted to join. And we had another bassist for about 2 years, and then he sort of lost interest. He got a girlfriend and showed a bit more interest in her, and so then we got Joe in, who has no interest in girls, so he had plenty of time for the band.
Yeah, as soon as you learned a few chords, you just started writing songs, and in fairness, they were awfully shit at the start, but you know, that's how it progresses. It'd be a lot easier to throw down a few chords and get the original idea going, but then when you go to write lyrics, sometimes you write down a few and then you kind of run out of ideas. That'd be my problem, just the lyrics aspect.
The hardest part for me is probably trying to get along with everyone that don't like my idea. That's tough. That's probably the toughest part, trying to remain friends.
We all sort of overruled Damien, so no, because we all sort of, we're all looking for the same sort of sound. I think we've been lucky like that, because lots of bands would fall out with creative differences, but we all sort of look for the same thing, you know. We're all after the same sound most of the time. There'll be cases where someone will write an entire song, have the format to it and everything, and then just bring it to the band and they'll put their parts to it. Sometimes it will start with a little riff on the guitar, and then someone will work from that. They'll go off and write lyrics to it, and sometimes we just jam and a song just sort of falls into place. Like some songs we'll have done in 2 weeks, others will spend over a year perfecting them, getting them together.
Like it'll begin with one person, like it's like one of the lads usually begins with guitar, maybe a few lyrics, maybe wrote down the general idea, the structure. But then once it's brought to the whole band, it all changes completely.
You throw in a lot of kind of rhythmical stuff and all the rest, and then riffs on top of that, and you know, Joe's bass line or whatever normally wouldn't be down at the beginning. So the song kind of takes a different turn. There's a few favourite kind of artists. I suppose a lot of people, the classics, you know, Zeppelin and The Who and that type of thing, the Rolling Stones. And then kind of more modern stuff, would we listen to the Raconteurs and the Dead Weather, Queens of the Stone Age and that kind of stuff. That's kind of the more progressive sounds that we're kind of looking to get into.
Jamie T and the Whole Steady there. Just throw them in there. I like Jamie T's vocals and his lyrical patterns and stuff. He's quite clever.
I like You Are My Sunshine. Sunshine. That's probably my fondest memory of music. That was the beginning.
When I started writing songs, I was writing about fighting and all this stuff and driving cars, and I couldn't even drive a car. I was making stuff up, like, and just because it sounded cool. But I think you really have to write stuff you know about and stuff you've experienced, even if it's not that cool. It's important that you you know what you're talking about and you mean what you're talking about. Like, it doesn't even matter if you're a shockingly bad singer, just as long as, like, your man from the Clash wasn't particularly, he wasn't Joe Strummer, sorry. He couldn't hit every note to perfection, but he sang like he meant it. That's the most important thing. And just write anything. Just write every day, even if you throw every second song out, you're bound to get a couple of little things. Just anything that comes into your head, even if you carry around a notebook with you every day, and just anything that pops into your head, just write it down.
Yeah, and jamming everything.
Yeah.
You'll jam some absolutely horrible songs, but it's all practice. It's all good.
And find some lovely friends to play with.
I really
It's
love
always
that.
good.